Presented by Geico. We are, of course, at Yankee Stadium. This is with Aaron Judge, often injured, hitting.
Watch for the R putter a little more often.
The World Series in '87. And Garver strikes out.
Great sign for Paces in the postseason. The reason that
one of 8 minutes. But on a night like this, and with this year's ball, it's out. I don't think he got all of it, but he got enough. And it's deja vu for Paxton. A first inning home run.
Sides of the mound, right and left handed.
And he draws a 1-out walk. Struck him out on 3 pitches. Second strikeout of the first frame for Paxton.
Well, you can't execute.
72 pounds on his 6'4" frame.
See, that's the pitch right there. That's where he has been doing.
1-2 pitch. He struck out 3, but mixed in a solo homer. For much of the year, DJ LeMahieu led the American League in hitting.
Hoping to be a little better than he has been at Yankees.
Last few starts have been encouraging.
You learn.
Did he hold up? He did not. LeMahieu is a strikeout victim.
So there's the breaking ball I was talking about. He can throw it and break it so far.
All out.
Didn't miss by much. 2-2.
See, that's a great pitch. And
takes the walk, and he's on with 1 out.
So look for, and he won't be able to hold up.
2-2 to Gardner. Mitch Garver behind the plate has always been a power. And Gardner strikes out. We have still not had a ball in play. Edwin on the left. It's down for a base hit. It goes to the wall. Marwin Gonzalez will get it back in. Encarnacion has a double. And Judge pulls up at third. His September return. In those 9 games, he went 3-0. It's a tough play. Sano comes in, bare hands throws, safe, and the game is tied. His last 2 weeks, bothered toward the hole, but taken on the edge of the outfield grass by Torres. Little flip, retires Kepler.
Well, I thought it was aggressive here on the. This guy's.
Center field, Judge on the run. He won't get there. Plays it on a bounce off the wall. On his way to second is Gonzalez. It's a close play, but he's in sliding with a 1-out double. A mile-high pop. LeMahieu is under it, backpedaling a bit, and it finally comes down and he drops it. In just over 326 at-bats, before in the majors, prompting early comparisons to Rod Carew. A bouncer taken at third by Urshela, and they turn.
He could have predicted he would lead the team in homers.
And Shohei Ohtani of the Angels and his team. And Barrios strikes him out. Third strikeout for the Twins starter.
And that's a great pitch, because that of the quadrant of strikes is the only weak spot he has. He's a guy that hasn't been as healthy, but still 34 home runs.
Ball down.
That one's up high, and he didn't sheen.
Ball 4.
He walks Sanchez, the second. It's been a rough year for Didi. He's hit just .238. He was out until June, which got Baez to fly out. To 4.
Ball.
1-2.
Oh, that's a great pitch, but they were looking for a high.
Still 2-2. As we mentioned, Barrios.
Great pitch.
His 4th strikeout.
Everybody has the same information, so when you.
Urshela, who prior to this year. Oh! 2-2.
Another great pitch. Coming into this game, Urshela was hit.
Hit down to third. Sano backhands across the diamond with the 1-zip. Paxton has been pitching like an ace for quite some.
And they couldn't have picked a better time to get him.
A lot better. Garver is out on strike. A year ago, the Twins hit 166 of 30 big league teams. Soft liner to right. Judge comes in, dives, and sends it out toward right field. Judge goes back, and it's out of here. Well, you called it.
Catch and a great play. Paxton tried to get ahead of Cruz, and Cruz was ready.
And that's second best to the Babe.
Well, he's got such a great appropriation. He just doesn't, not a lot of wasted movement.
Paxton finishes with.
He's trying to go out and attack the first pitch. Hit four.
Shallow right. Back goes Arise, and he can't make the play. So LeMahieu has a bloop single.
And those are the kind of outs. This is one occasion where Judge struggles against change.
Barrios with a home run. A line drive base hit. Whistles that one into center. LeMahieu stops at second. 2 on, nobody out.
Masters that they have.
Breaking ball in for a strike, 1-2. From Barrios. To the edge of the track goes Rosario for the catch. LeMahieu tags, scoots to third. Judge holds first. He laced a double down the left field line. Well, if it stays fair, which it does not.
So
the game is tied. Judge on his way to third. Nobody's at second, so Encarnacion dives in there. His second double of the night. A run home in the third. Time.
He just missed it.
Nothing.
Did he go? He did not. The bases are loaded. This year. Roll to third. Sano goes to second for one. Can they turn it? They can't. The ball gets away. The tying run is scored. And the go-ahead run. 2 pitch.
Hit the bat.
Yep. Sanchez. Down goes Sanchez, but not before.
By the way,
Torres squeezes it.
Twins had to send him all the way to class.
But he turned it down, deciding, well, I'll stick with baseball. And that little trickler is picked up by LeMahieu. Gonzalez strikes out. The 6th K post. Up with the mask. Appears to have room, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 4th.
But the high scores are going to come from stress on not being 14 days they have.
It's Kepler calling, and that's the second out. A called strike 3. But in this inning, they'll turn the order over for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
Cron strikes out. Sanchez is going to have to throw to first.
Watts. And when you can get your curveball over and throw enough fastballs for strike, you put it.
One into left, and Stanton can't make the play. And here's Arise on his way to second. He rounds second, thinks about it, but then slams on the brakes. Well, Stanton is not 100%. Starting in left field tonight, unable to snare. And for the 3rd time tonight, Paxton fans Garver.
Hold on.
They check, and Polanco for the moment. A base hit. Here comes Arise. Waved around third. Stanton fumbles it in left. It's a moot point. He would have scored anyway. Polanco had the solo homer earlier, has his 2nd RBI of the night. Polanco takes off. Sanchez throws, and it's not in time. Well, that's a bit of a surprise.
He's throwing a breaking ball. It's a great time to run. Sanchez has a.
Roll out.
He went to the breaking ball, but it missed the outside edge. Swings on the first pitch, sends it to center. Gardner has it lined up, and that's that. Here's a drain. And a foul ball. Encarnacion barely missed one earlier. Judge came close this time.
Well, Judge is known for staying.
And he walks him to start the fifth. Second as the ball skips away from Garber, and he makes it without a throw. So he's at second. Crone at the corners.
Got him.
And Gardner is hit by the pitch. So Littell comes in, walks Judge, uncorks a wild pitch, and then plumps Gardner. Oh! A ball and a strike. He chases it and strikes out.
Outstanding job. Coming in a pressure sit.
On one out of the 3-1 pitch. Loads him up. So the but he does.
It's a
hit hard and by Sano and down the line. It's off his glove. It ricochets back into fair territory. 2-run score. Torres pulls up at second with a double. And the Yankees sprinkled him in the crowd, and that one's fouled back.
Nothing.
See how jumpy he was, even.
And a called strike three. Second season.
Tip it. It tipped the ball.
Manny Gonzalez. And Gregorius strikes out. Always a candidate, it seems. Judge on the track, at the wall with a leap.
The win, not as much a part of what batting practice was, but
That's what could be grudging him by any means. Not talking about a home run because the Twins happen to hit it. All around baseball. 2 pitch. And Kepler draws the walk. That'll be interesting. Gonzalez strikes out. Kepler goes. Here's a ball that hugs the line. Sanchez picks it up while it's still a fair ball.
he's a bigger catcher. He gets out of the crouch, watch him get down there, and then nonchalantly just fires.
Who's hit into a double play and double. Urshela puts it in. Kepler chases Rosario off and make a bullpen, and that ball is gone.
Ball.
3 Gold Gloves during his time with the Rockies. Line all the way out from shortstop goes Polanco, but then eventually Gonzalez comes in from left to make the catch. This one is on its way. This one is gone. Almost on cue. Into foul territory, Crone has room and makes the catch. A comebacker. Snared by Britton. It's great success. So the Astros are his second team. So it's 1-2. Struck him out.
Cruz would like to have that.
He struck out twice and lined to center. And Polanco moves up to second.
That was a late call.
This ball is hit hard to right, and Judge tracks it down with a dive. Rosario is robbed of this season. Oh! Stanton thought he had the walk. Instead, it's a full. And now Stanton will take a stroll.
So see
Wasn't
that swing?
cheated.
See that swing right there?
Yeah, I saw
That's
it.
the aggressive.
There goes Maben. Here's the throw from Garber. Maben swipes it.
It's going to be on the feet or the legs because the throw takes him that way. The Twins were just checking to see.
Walked him. 2 walks and a stolen.
Get it works.
Sanchez is gone. In this inning, 2 walks and a Didi. Maben takes off, and it's going to be a double steal. Maben on the front end and Torres behind him.
Oh no.
Did he check? He did. And there too. The bases are loaded. And LeMahieu rifles one down the left field line. It'll score at least 2. And maybe it clears the bases. Yes, it will. The Yankees have busted it open, and they lead it 10-4. Kepler moves under it, but the damage has been done. Match thing for Aaron Boone if there is a game 4. As Sano strikes out. Kepler walks. 3-2 to Gonzalez. Diving is Gregorius, but he can't get it. It's now that the wind is picked up.
Nothing.
Judge glides toward the line and makes the catch for the second out. Struck him out with some high heat. Major leagues this year. And down goes Gardner on a 100. Rosario had a little bit of ultimately scored. Strikes out here on 3 pitches. Bouncing ball to short. Gregorius has it. 3-2. Where have I heard that before? A 1-out walk. Down goes Cruz. Lifts it back at the plate. Sanchez squeezes it.
Well, for Aaron Boone, he got game 1. So important. Goes to the Yankees.